Alright there, I am James Kaiba. Welcome back to a new sort of video. I won't be opening packs today, I'll be opening decks, which are Yugi's starter decks, and structure decks, and legendary decks. Back starting from 2002 all the way to 2016. There's 8 in total. I thought I'll give this a go, because I have nothing to open, because there's nothing out this week. So I'll start with the first deck. We'll see, as we're going through the video, we'll see how accurate it was to the anime deck. But back then, there weren't that many cards out to be that accurate. I put down a top loader so it didn't get damaged. But there's the original first print of first print of this art, Dark Edition. It's quite a lovely card. So, yeah. And in there, you would get one ultra and 2 super rares. And then the rest were commons. You'll notice most of these cards are what's it called again? Normal monsters. Sorry, I struggled on that. And then any effect monsters were flip effects back then, mostly. I should have organised this deck in order. There you go, see. Let's say flip there. But I would say this deck doesn't really, I wouldn't say it's really accurate to the anime. They use some of the cards in it, but not all of them. That's the first deck. That was the first deck to come out in the TCG back in 2002. And this one, Yugi Starter Deck Evolution, was the 5th deck that came out in 2004. That one's that. And the front card was Blackluster Soldier. And then you get a yellow B art of Dark Magician. And the last super rare was the ritual card to summon him. Most of the cards in here are quite the same as the first deck. So it's kind of disappointing seeing as it came out 2 years later. And still not anime accurate. Feels a bit lazy of them to do. Seeing as it came out 2 years later, they could have changed a few cards and added more in. But as you can see, didn't really want to give you that many good cards, did they? Which is kind of a downfall. There's the original dueling mats. If you ever seen one. I can't get them all on the screen. Back when cards were spells. No, magic. They used to be called. And seeing as we're on the Duelist Kingdom marked, I'll open Yugi's legendary deck from last season. So, yeah, this came out in 2015, and it's based on the Duelist Kingdom arc. And you'll see that he has more cards accurate to the anime there. I don't know why she's in it, because she wasn't in it then. There's a dragon, catapult, good guardian, Celtic guardian. This was the first printing in the TCG for this card, which is really random. How did he forget that? I keep thinking she's got some damage on her eyes there. No, on the card. There's that classic monster that fused with Blue Eyes Ultimate. It does come with the Exodia set, this deck, which the original deck should have came with. See, that's how he won the first duel he had. Some more cards are used in the anime. And Guy the Dragon Champion. This is quite a good, accurate deck, mainly. Next, we'll do... Yeah, this one. This one came out in 2013. Yugi Starter Deck Reloaded. This one is it's already been sleeved up. But it wasn't quite as great as the other decks that came out, because you'll only get one ultimate rare. Which isn't bad, but would have been nice to get some supers or ultras. And then you'll get the same card in common. But this deck is kind of like the other ones with the normal monsters. But then you'll get more effect cards. I think it was kind of modernized for the decks at the time. Musician Criteria. That's a movie card, which is nicely added. This structured starter deck, you could they did a Yugi and Kaiba collection box where you get the two that well, over in America you get one theme towards Kaiba, one theme towards Yugi. But over where I was from, you get Yugi's and Kaiba starter deck, the Blue Eyes and Dark Position promo cards, and 3 packs of the duelist packs. And it was worth the money back then. So that deck, I won't say that was the best one they've done. On to the next one. This one came out in 2016, which was the 34th structure deck. And it gave support to the Magna Warriors and Kaiba archetypes. So this was a quite exciting deck to be excited for. Because it's been a long time since the Magna Warriors got some love. What's that at the back? Yeah. So you get the new fusion of all of them. And then these were kind of the new cards to the Alpha, Beta. Oh, that's what they all fused together to make in Gamma. So they'll make that one, and then Magna Warriors, what they make, and them come together to make this one. And then there's some of the Kaiba cards. There's the original Magna Warriors. And then your classic traditional cards for Yugi's decks. I remember these two, you'd always summon one of them, mainly him I guess, and then fuse them together. Nearly most of his duels. Well, in the earlier series. Then you get some nice magic and traps. And then you get some good fusion cards. But let's see, as you can see, you got more shinies in these cards. 2 ultras for 3 supers. I prefer when you do that instead of just giving you 1. Or 3. So it's good to see they changed, improved that. Well, the next deck will be on his, it's meant to be based on his Battle City arc, the 2nd and 3rd season of Yugioh. And this is where we got the first printing of the new Dark Edition card. Well, the anime exclusive version, which is the red Dark Edition. And you'd only get 5 ultras in these decks. So there's the Dark Edition go. I say this one matches his anime season deck. Big Shield Gara, Karibo, Ultra Swords of Relieving Light, Double Spell, Master Greed, Mirror Force, and Chimera, the Fire Mythical Beast. See what I mean? He always summon that. And his last deck from the first legendary decks, it's the Ceremonial Battle deck with the gadgets and silent of level monsters. Not sure why these two are in this deck, because I'm sure they used that one in the first season. I guess they had to stick them somewhere in the decks. You use that against Bakura. And it's the Silent Edition level monsters. Swordmans. How many are there? 7. Dark Magician. Dark Magician Guild from the 10. And then traditional cards that's meant to be in his deck. Blockman, Marshmallow. That's the thing he used to beat Atem with. Don't know if that exact same effect. So if you can get your hands on one of these legendary decks, I know they're quite expensive now. But if you keep looking, there's some good deals for them on the internet. You do, in the legendary decks, the first one you get the non-playable gods. And then in the second one, you'll get the playable versions. All in ultra rare. The legendary decks 2. I'm sure I wrote something down. No. This was based on his... Well, they gave him like a Exodia power-up for this deck. With some new Exodia cards. Like this one. Like these two, really. Common versions of the Exodia pieces. I think you only get 3 ultra rares in this deck. Exodia Necros. And then the traditional cards that are meant to be in every Yugi's deck. I think we're long overdue for a new Yugi's deck. Not sure how they'll change it much now. Well, there's new Magician cards, so I guess they could update it with that. And surprisingly, that's actually it. I have one more thing to open. That's the end of Yugi's legendary Yugi's decks. My favourite one, probably the Battle City one from Yugi's legendary decks. The other two are just like your classic. Well, the other ones are just your normal types from back in the day when you get them. One of my fans brought me one of these. I had opened it. Well, this is the second time I've done this video, so I've opened it. But this is what you get. It's a Yugioh limited edition collection box. So let me just take that away. I thought it'd be interesting to show you what you got. So you get a limited edition necklace of Kaiba, a limited edition keyring of the Millennium Eye. You'd get a flip coin with Yugi's face on it. Yeah, Atems' face, should we say. And then it says it's time to duel. Limited edition pin of Atem. The gold around him looks quite nice. That's the back. If you can get yourself some of these, you can really treat yourself to one. Be a great Christmas gift for the fan. And there's the one of Kaiba. And you get an exclusive print. Oh, I can't get out. There we go. From the Battle City Dragons of Legend arc. And if you're a fan of Dragon of Legends, I did open a box. I'll leave a little link here if you would like to watch that video. I forgot to mention that. I was meant to mention that earlier in the video, but I forgot. But that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I have got the Kaiba's decks. There's about 5 in total. I'll just give you a sneak preview. I can do an opening of those decks. There's 2 more, and then there's 1 in there. So let me know if you would like to see that. Next time, I'll be opening... Oh, there, let's make sure there's something interesting to look at. So which deck was your favourite out of the 8? Let me know in the comments if you feel like it. The next video I'll be doing is on the Legendary Collection. No, Legendary Duelist 7, which has got Merrick on the front. And then hopefully I can pull the Ghost Rare Ra on cam. It would be nice to pull. Or the alternative art of Ra. I'd like to thank for the support I've had so far from the fans. Well, I've only got about 2. So thank you for your comments and sticking around. And I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao.